Hi, Jack and Charlotte. Welcome to Grandma's Kitchen. I thought we'd have some fun today and learn how to make zucchini bread because I think you do like that. First, we'll talk about the ingredients we need to make zucchini bread, and also we have to find out the equipment we need. Well, I bet you know we need a bowl to mix it in, and we're going to need some flour. We're going to need a measuring cup for the flour. We're going to need some salt, some baking soda, some baking powder, some vanilla, some cinnamon, some brown sugar, some applesauce, some yogurt, 2 eggs, and of course, since it's zucchini bread, what do you think we need? Zucchini! Now, I grated this zucchini with this, okay? But Mom has a food processor, so she could do it really faster than me, and she won't hurt her hand, because sometimes when you grate that, you could get a little sore knuckle. But I didn't. I was very careful. Anyway, the other thing we have to do before you bake, you have to look at your recipe and see what temperature the oven has to be at. Well, for zucchini bread, I always put the temperature on 350 degrees. So I did that already at my oven. I put my oven on to 350, so it's preheating. And of course, good thing I was wearing my glasses, right? You guys always remind me, Grandma, put your glasses on if you're going to read. Well, I'm actually not reading too much because I know this recipe by heart because I make it so much. But I needed to see the oven, and I needed to open packets of stevia, which I forgot to tell you that's in it too. So now let's see if we can make this all together. Well, I'll be making it, and I'll save it for you. First, we're going to put our eggs in. Now, you know how to crack eggs, I think. Mommy may have to help you do that. But you hit it on the edge of a bowl, and then you put it into the bowl. And now you should never put the second egg right in that bowl, because sometimes an egg is not good. And when you crack it open, you'll see it's not a good egg, or you'll smell it. It smells very stinky, P.U. And you don't want to ruin your whole recipe by putting a bad egg in with the good egg. So we take this bowl and we crack our second egg and we put it in here. Oh, looks like a good egg to me. Does it look good to you? I think it looks good. I'm going to put it right in the big bowl, okay? Now I can use this bowl for my shells, and I can actually get it out of the way. Now, I forgot the other things we need. We need a mixing spoon. I like to use a wooden spoon. We need a spatula to scrape it around, get the most of it out of the bowl. And we need a tablespoon to scrape out our yogurt, which we're going to put in. We need a teaspoon to get all of our spices and salt and baking soda and baking powder. And we just need to rip these open and put them in when it's time. So what I do first is I put the eggs in, then I take a spoon and I spoon out the yogurt. I've used Greek yogurt, and this happens to be vanilla, low sugar Greek yogurt by Chobani. But you can use any yogurt you want. Vanilla works good or plain works good. So you got the yogurt in. And now, let's see. Oh, we have some applesauce. That makes it nice and moist and adds a little bit of sweetener that's a little natural. And that's 1/3 cup of applesauce. We plop that in, plop, 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 and scrape out any extra. I love applesauce. Do you? It's one of my favorites. Did you ever make homemade applesauce? We'll do that one day too. Okay, now the other thing we have to put in is the brown sugar, and that's 1/3 cup of brown sugar. You could use light brown or dark brown, whatever you like. Put it right in the bowl, and it's a little hard right now, so we're gonna have to smash it with the spoon, this wooden spoon. Do you want to hear a very funny story? When I was a little girl, my grandma used to say, if you don't behave, I'm going to hit you with the wooden spoon. But guess what? She never did. She just was kidding us. But anyway, wooden spoon's nice and hard. So I'm going to use it to smash up. Can you see that? I'm smashing up all the ingredients. And now we're going to mix them all together. All these things. We're going to try and get them as smooth as we can. If Mommy wants you to use a blender and she'll help you with it, you could use a blender. That's electric blender. But this works just fine. You just have to keep mixing it. And since there's two of you, you could each take turns mixing it, and that your hand won't get so tired. Because Charlotte can mix, and Jack can mix. And you're going to mix it till all the brown sugar doesn't have any lumps in it. No lumps. You'll see little lumps in it. When all the lumps are gone, see? That's good. All the lumps are gone. Now we're going to start putting all of these ingredients in. Okay? We need a teaspoon, actually a little less than a teaspoon of salt. I'd say maybe half a teaspoon of salt. Half a teaspoon of salt. We need a whole teaspoon of baking soda. That's such a silly name. There's no soda in this box. It's baking soda. That's what they call it. Put that in there. And oh, excuse me, I had to do a sneeze. Did you notice how I sneezed? In my arm, not in my hand. Now we need 2 teaspoons of baking powder. 1, 2. Okay. We need a teaspoon. Make sure all the baking soda is out. That powder's making me sneeze. Did I put 2 in? Yes, I put 2 in. Now we're going to put 1 teaspoon of vanilla. Did you ever smell vanilla? It smells so delicious. When I was a little girl, I begged my mommy, can I taste it? It smells so good. Can I taste it? She kept telling me, it's very bitter. It doesn't taste as good as it smells. But, of course, I wanted to taste it. So I did. And when I tasted it, it was terrible. She was right. I should have listened to her. Okay, now we're going to mix that around too, a little bit, and now we have to put cinnamon in. It depends how much cinnamon. I usually put a nice big spoonful of cinnamon, teaspoon. Mix that around, Boy, I think we're missing some ingredients here. What do you think we're missing? What goes in zucchini bread? Oh yeah, carrots. Oh no, not carrots. Bananas. No, not bananas. Come on, silly. What goes in zucchini bread? Zucchini, of course. We have about 1.5 cups of zucchini that I grated with this thing, but Mommy could put in the food processor for you. Now plop it in. Whoa, that almost splashed at me. Okay, that's good. Put this on the counter. Now we're going to mix the zucchini nicely in here. Oh, I also forgot our stevia. Stevia's a better sweetener because it comes from a plant. It's a little better than some other sweeteners. We're going to put 3 packs of stevia in there. This is number 2. And here's number 3. Okay, now we have to stir it around again. Oh, there's still something missing in this recipe. It's very juicy. I wonder what that last ingredient was that we forgot about. Flour! That's right, flour! Now we need about 2 cups of flour. I keep my flour in this big container, and I keep a cup in it for measuring, or I could use this kind of cup. So we're going to use 2 cups, and the way you do flour is you really should have a butter knife or any kind of knife. I'm going to take this because it's closer. You fill up the cup, and then you level it out like that with the top of the knife. Did you see that? Did you see how I did that? You scrape off the top. That's 1 cup. And we're going to try 2 cups. Oh boy. It's going to make me sneeze again. 2 cups. Now, I'm going to say 2 cups, but then we got to mix it and see how it looks. If it's too juicy. Sometimes I add just another, maybe couple of tablespoons, but so far this looks like it's the right kind of consistency. That's a big word. Do you know what consistency means? It's the way something feels. And this is feeling just about right. It's getting harder to beat. That's good. That's good. Okie dokie. I think we're ready. Okay, now we have to put it in some pans, and I like to make little loaf pans like this. So I have 4 of them, and it looks like I'll have enough for 4. And of course, before you put any cake in a pan, you have to grease it. And I use spray, cooking spray. Mommy may have Pam or olive oil, but you have to spray each pan, which I did okay. I did it already. Now, let's get this out of the way. And I'm going to put the cake batter, the zucchini bread batter, into the pans. And this is where your spatula comes in handy. First, you're going to use your wooden spoon and get some in. Okay, like that. And maybe you'll take another one. You can't always tell how many cakes it makes. This may only make 3 cakes. We'll see. There's number 2. Here's number 3. I'm sorry if you can't see this well, but I'm not such a good photographer. I probably needed someone to film this for me. But since we're all kind of being careful and not having too many people around us. Okay, this one needs a little more in it. That's when I use the spatula. The spatula gets it out good. Use a spatula for that one. Use a spatula for this one. No, this one needs more. We try and make all the cakes about the same size. So you put about the same amount of batter in each pan. Okay. Now, what I might do as a treat on one of these cakes, what I might do is put a couple of chocolate chips in it, because I know 2 little monkeys that like chocolate chips in their banana bread. And uh-oh, I just got batter on my belly. Oh boy, that was what I was missing. My apron! You should have reminded me. Oh well, I could put this in the wash when I'm done. So give me 1 minute. I'll be right back. I'm getting the chocolate chips. I'm back. Oh, these look nice. They're Ghirardelli, and they're nice chocolatey chocolate chips. We'll put a couple in this one, okay? Just a couple on the top. And they'll kind of melt into it when it's baking. Okay, so now we're ready to put it in the oven. I'm going to put these right in the oven on the top shelf. Mommy has to do this part for you because it's a little scary. Too hot. So we close the oven door, and now there's no peeking. You can't peek at a cake for at least 20 minutes. So we're going to set the timer on the stove to 20 minutes. And when the buzzer goes off at 20 minutes, we can take a peek. And we'll see if it's rising nicely. Okay? So I'm going to say goodbye for now, because I don't want to wait here for 20 minutes till I look. But I'll tell you what, maybe in 20 minutes I'll come back and show you. Okay? I hope you're enjoying this cooking lesson. And I hope to see you soon, because I really miss you too. So, bye for now. I'll see you in a little while. Bye. Mwah, mwah, mwah.